this video, I'm going to give you a hint or maybe an example to help you do part A of our performance task. So in our performance task, we're told about the Townsends, a family of five that's going to the local movie theater. There's two adults and three children, and we're trying to calculate the cost of their night out. So Mr. Townsend looks up the prices online and he finds the admission prices. And then before he even leaves, he decides that he's going to get everyone a drink and they're going to have one large tub of popcorn to share. He doesn't know the prices of the items, so we're going to set up an equation so that as soon as he finds out the prices of the items, we can solve it. We can figure out how much he's going to spend. So part A is the write an expression that represents the cost of the admission prices and the concession stand items. Let's look at it. Write an expression that represents the cost of the admission prices and the concession stand items based on the available information. Let the letter D represent the cost for a large drink, and let the letter P represent the cost of the popcorn. The initial expression must include parentheses. So what we want to do is, let me give you an example of how we can think about this. Say Mr. Lawrence his wife and his dog are going to a doggy adventure park. The admission is $2 for humans and $5 for dogs. Mr. Lawrence and his wife will each have a large drink. Mr. Lawrence's dog will have 3 treats. But we don't know the cost of the drink. Use D to represent the cost of the drink, and T to represent the cost of the treats. So if I want to figure out how much I'm going to spend in all, if I'm going with my wife and a dog to a doggy adventure park, well, I can already figure out how much the admission is going to be. So I want total admission plus cost of drinks plus cost of treats. So the total admission, that's a number that we can actually come up with. It's $2 for each human and $5 for the dog. So my total admission, how many humans are there? Well, there's 2 humans, so 2 plus 2. And then with the dog, we'll add the dog's price. So my total admission would be 2 plus 2 plus 5. So we add those together and we get 9. I'm going to bring this plus sign down. Now, unfortunately, I don't know the cost of the drinks yet. But what I can do is use a variable to represent that cost. And the coefficient that goes in front of the variable will represent how many drinks there are. So how many drinks are there? Well, Mr. Mr. Lawrence and his wife will each have a large drink. So if both me and my wife are having a large drink, there's two of us times the cost of the drink. So we can say 2 times D is the cost for 2 drinks. And then we'll add to that the cost of the treats. But how many treats is my dog going to get? Well, Mr. Lawrence's dog will have 3 treats. So we'll say that the treats, 3 treats, times the cost of the treats, which we're calling T. And we're using T to represent the cost of the treats. So now we've created an algebraic expression that has the total admission price, the cost of the drinks times how many drinks there are, plus the cost of the treats times how many treats that there will be that the dog will get. So now that we have it written down, we can kind of bring it close together and say 9 plus 2D plus 3T. And once we find out the cost of the drinks and the cost of the treats, then we'll be able to finish this problem. So that's how you can, that's an example of how you can set up your algebraic expression similar to part A in our performance task. So when you answer part A, it should look something like that. So hopefully that's helpful in helping. Hopefully that helps you complete part A.